Hello all, welcome to this very cold and windy day in March. So this is week 8. Your only required assessment this week is to post in the week 8 forums, which are your critique groups. Of course, you've all been knowing it's been coming because I've been posting a lot about it, but this week what I want you to do is to post under the discussion board forum that is your groups. So there are 4 that are live. You'll be able to see all 4 of them. However, the gradebook is locked so that you only get points for posting in your group. Now, this is a common question. Do I have the ability to read people's stories in groups other than mine and to give them feedback? By all means. If you want to do that, then you're welcome to do it. I'm only grading you though on your group. And so gradebook will only reflect that you've posted under your group's forum. So for example, if you're in group A, it'll only give you a grade for posting in group A's forum. And that's the way it's designed so that I can make sure that everybody is graded fairly. Without having to post in everybody's discussion board posts. So that's kind of cool. If that's confusing to you, don't worry about it. Just post in your group and everything will be taken care of. Now, as to how you post in your group's posts, what I would like you to do is to click on your group's post, and then I want you to post separate posts for each person, including your own. So if you're in a group of 4, including yourself, you'll be making 4 posts total. It'll be your 3 group mates plus your self-critique. If you're in a group of 3, it'll be the same thing. You'll post the 2 posts separately for each of your group mates, and then the 3rd post for your self-critique. You'll notice that this discussion board post is worth 40 points because it is extra work to critique somebody else's work and then to post a self-critique. So please make sure that you are doing the self-critique, because self-critique is often something that people leave off because they're like, oh, I know my story, I don't need to talk about my story. But it really is important because it allows you the opportunity to talk about things that you are looking forward to in revision. It acknowledges that you haven't done some things quite like you dreamed that you would do them, and this gives you the opportunity to kind of talk about it. Even though it seems, I don't know, almost prosaic to do it, it really does help with revision. So yes, don't forget your self-critiques. And so you'll be posting 1 separate post per person in the group. So please make sure you do that for the posts that are due this Friday, March 9th. Also, please note that replies are not required for this. If you want to reply, right, if somebody has posted something about your story that you really genuinely want to have a dialogue about, by all means have a dialogue about it, but no replies are required. As I say in each group's post, before you do reply to somebody, please read the Daring Greatly Manifesto. I don't want any responsive, antagonistic, defensive posting. This group is pretty chill. I don't think that you would do that, but I just want to make sure that we're responding in a kind and respectful manner. So please don't be tempted to reply to somebody in a defensive manner and to say something that could seem as reflexive or antagonistic. And instead, you can thank somebody for what they had to say. Or you can say, I'm a little unclear what you mean. Can you please rephrase that? Or you can say, I too thought that my dialogue wasn't so good. Can you point out one place in the manuscript that I could work on specifically? Something like that. Some things to keep in mind as far as critiques go is that it is not required for you to upload comments to somebody's draft. Comments like going through somebody's draft and making annotations, whether they're handwritten and scanned in or if they're comment bubbles in Microsoft Word. None of those are required, but they are always helpful to the writer. So if you have them, please feel free to share them. They're not part of the grading, but they are certainly something to consider. I think that's all I had to say on the critiques This is an advanced fiction class. You've all been through the critique process before. So same old, but if you have any questions, be sure to let me know on that. And then on that, aside from that, spring break is next week. So there's no work for a week. The next discussion board post is due on Friday, March 23rd. To that end, I have uploaded an optional spring break forum. So these are things that you can kind of be thinking about. Like for example, you can listen to Hamilton the musical now. Now might be a really good opportunity for you to do that, or to start reading the book. And so you can think about those things. Or I have an optional podcast by Oliver Sacks to listen to, and then I have like a uploaded page on Canvas where you can read kind of my thoughts on why that is relevant to our course. So be sure to check those out. Pretty easy week. I mean, you've been working on this for like 2 weeks now, so there's really no need for you to come in at crunch time. I mean, should you choose to come in at crunch time, you could, but I ask that you please give your group mates the same time and energy and respect that you would want your own story to be treated with. So, all right, my dear ones, have a lovely week, and be sure to email me if you have any questions. This week I'm going to the Tucson Book Festival. I'm very excited. I guess it's technically called the Tucson Festival of Books, but I'm very excited, and I hope to have some interesting stories to share with you. All right, have a lovely week and a lovely spring break, and I'll see you when we come back for week 9.